Just 45 minutes east of Melbourne in the stunning Yarra Valley, you will find one of Melbourne's premier boutique wineries, Yileena Park. It's just gorgeous out here. I'm going to be trying this red a little later on, but I've got a great place to check out the whites. Come and have a look. Look, any time of the year, spring, summer, autumn, you name it, it's a great time to come out here to the Yarra Valley. It is just stunning. And with me, I've got Bob, who's the vigneron and proprietor here at Yileena Park. Now, Bob, tell me, what is it about the Yarra Valley that makes it such one of Australia's premier wine growing regions? Yeah,
thanks, Adam. The Yarra has been regarded as one of the premier wine regions going back well into the 1860s, 70s, 80s. Unfortunately, most of the vines were pulled out in the early 1900s, but it was re-established in the 1970s and has quickly become one of the three premium wine growing areas in Australia. Topography and the climate are very, very important. The Yarra Valley was one of the earliest areas that came out of the ocean hundreds of thousands of years ago. And as a result of that, the soils have been leached more than pretty much anywhere else. And they're very low in minerals and trace elements. And it makes the vines work very, very hard to produce the fruit. And the harder the vine works to produce the fruit, the better the fruit is.
So what are the grapes that you produce here?
We produce Chardonnay, Pinot, Merlot and Cab Sauv. We've got a Chardonnay and a Rosé to try here. The Chardonnay is a 2006. Was on new French oak for 3 months. Then we took it out of the new oak barrels and transferred it into 4- and 5-year-old barrels for 9 months. Because by the time a barrel's reached about 4 years of age, it's lost most of its ability to impart tannin onto the wine. So it becomes a storage vessel for the wine to mature in over that 4 years. And it's very important with Chardonnay, which is a very delicate grape, to get the balance between the oak and the acid and the fruit in balance, so it's a linear style rather than you have one thing that's overpowering everything.
What are you looking for in a good Chardonnay?
Good Chardonnay out of the Yarra Valley, the characteristics, lemon, sometimes peach, a nice consistent aroma in which you can pick up the citrus. I like a Chardonnay that is crisp on the finish. Most rosés in the Yarra Valley are made from Pinot because Chardonnay and Pinot are the two flagship wines of the Yarra Valley, or the wines that are most known. I chose to use Cabernet Sauvignon for my rosé. It's a little bit bigger wine. It's a little bit more robust than a Pinot. This one we did in a European style. We fermented the rosé right out.
Well, Bob, I know you've got a great red for us to try as well.
That's right, Adam. We'll go and by the fire and have it there.
Sounds good to me. We've got a red on the go. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, 2006 Pinot. One of the wines that is very, very characteristic of the Yarra Valley, and the valley is known for its Pinot. A beautiful strawberry cherry on the nose, very soft on the palate. It's a beautiful wine, the Pinot, and it's a wine that is very often appreciated by more mature drinkers who like the flavours, like the subtleties, and are not looking for a big alcohol hit, more they're looking for flavours. And Pinot fills the gap beautifully for that.
Look, I noticed also that you cork your wines here,
yes, we do,
rather than use screw caps.
Yes.
Is that a tip for cellaring your wine for longer? Or?
I believe it is, and as many people believe it is, and as many people believe it isn't. We only use cork because we believe that that it allows a certain amount of air through to the wine, and that burns the acid off in the wine, softening the wine down and allowing it to age and mellow. There is a 5% of the market who like to buy their wines, cellar them, try them in 12 months' time, 2 years' time, 5 years' time, and make note of the differences and the changing in those wines. And that's the market that we try to cater to.
Well, I'm pleased to say that we're going to be trying this one right now, which is great. Cheers.
All the best. Thank you, Adam.
Oh, that's lovely. Really lovely. This is Yileena Park, just an hour east of Melbourne. Come out and see Bob and Diane very, very soon.